William, Mr. Lingenfeller.
Mr. Speaker, will ask for a request.
Gentleman may state it.
Take the center aisle for a presentation.
Gentleman may proceed.
And Mr. Speaker, if I could, for those members who are bordering the Chesapeake Bay or a major tributary, if you'd like to come forward.
What's it about? Oh, it's just
Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman Prince William.
Mr. Speaker, I would ask or request that the clerk report House Joint Resolution 813.
Clerk will report a resolution.
House Joint Resolution 813 commending the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, agreed to by the House January 24th, agreed to by the Senate on January 26th.
Gentleman Prince William.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, one of the real pleasures that I have enjoyed in my time here in the House was when you assigned me to the Chesapeake Bay Commission, which is the tri-state federally recognized organization that is working toward the goals to clean up the Chesapeake Bay. That has been a wonderful experience. And out of that experience, I've learned a very valuable lesson. And it's that the Bay will not be cleaned up just by government. It requires partners, both in the private sector and those in the sector that are out there bringing volunteers together in order to galvanize people to this big body of work. Here's the good news, Mr. Speaker. In 2017, we're on target to meet our goals. Here's the challenge. We have a lot of work to do to get to 2025. And I really appreciate the leadership you've provided, Mr. Speaker, the chairman of the Appropriations Committee, Majority Leader Cox, in galvanizing this body to the important work of cleaning up the Bay. You can see many of our members border this precious resource. My view is God created it, so we need to take care of it. And I think we're doing a good job in moving in the right direction. Today, Mr. Speaker, we are honored to have some very special people with us today. Will Baker, who has served as the president and CEO of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation since 1982 and has inspired generations of citizens to become lifelong stewards of the Bay. My good friend Jim Rogers, who is a fellow VMI graduate and has served as a member of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation Board of Trustees since 2003. And Rebecca Laprelle, who was appointed as the executive director of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation Virginia office a year ago and previously served as the director of Virginia's Office of Environmental Epidemiology. It's almost longer than Lingenfelder. Mr. Speaker, let me give you a little background. Under the steadfast leadership of Will Baker, the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, which is a major partner with the Commission, has played a leadership role and acted as a partner to many of us over the years to ensure we have clean water, healthy fish populations, strong farm economies, and places where our children and grandchildren can swim safely. In addition to opening the Brock Environmental Center in Virginia Beach, the most resilient building in the world, Will Baker and the Bay Foundation have worked tirelessly to advocate for upgrades in Virginia's wastewater treatment plants, technical assistance to thousands of Virginia farmers, and state funding to help cities and towns control polluted runoff. The Chesapeake Bay Foundation continues to work closely with the General Assembly and many partners to implement the Chesapeake Bay Water Blueprint, which has already accelerated cleanup efforts across the Commonwealth. The foundation has long had a successful oyster restoration center in Gloucester, and they grow millions of baby oysters each year and place them in our waterways where they can grow and repopulate. The foundation also hosts thousands of Virginia students and teachers at its major learning facilities in the Commonwealth And I can't tell you how important it is for those youngsters to really learn early the importance of real science to do real work. Mr. Speaker, today, this very day, marks the 50th anniversary of the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. And we are here today to commend them, and I think the Delegate Anderson has this, with a resolution that we've just passed recently. And I would ask you to please give a warm round of thank you to a foundation that has made a difference. Thank you very much.
Mr. Baker, we thank you and the members of your board for all of the efforts that you've made over the years, and it is indeed a remarkable transition that we're seeing, and we know it's from the leadership that the board provides, and we thank you for that.